Peak Jedi design, and it's quite literally just them wearing clone armor with their Jedi robes over it. All of us watching The Phantom Menace back in 1999. Why does any of this matter? Who gives a shit about the taxation of trade routes? George Lucas in February 2025. The year is 2005. The Pope just died, but you're excited to see Revenge of the Sith in theaters. The year is 2025. The Pope just died, but you're excited to see Revenge of the Sith in theaters. Did you do it? We've captured a command post. What did it cost? We've lost a command post. One time during rehearsal, I dropped my lightsaber and shouted Jesus Christ, and Owen said, "Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time," and the whole crew started laughing, but I knew it wasn't a joke. I fell to my knees weeping, because I knew I was in the presence of the Lord our Savior. Hayden Christensen. Second hardest burn Obi-Wan gave Anakin. I did a bad thing. Does it affect me? No. Then suffer in silence. Build a covered hangar on a planet where it is almost always raining. Build an outdoor landing pad so your guests get soaked. When you realize the Naboo celebration music is just Sidious's theme sped up, cause the real victory belongs to him. The paint job is a little crude, but we think it gets the idea across. Rex, do you have any idea how racist this looks? No biggie. Meanwhile Qui-Gon, excuse me? Qui-Gon, this boy will bring balance to the Force. Anakin gets every Sith and Jedi killed until there is just two on each side. Qui-Gon's Force Ghost. Not bad, kid. When your best friend wins his freedom, but you're still a slave. I prefer Yoda's best duel. I said, his best duel. Perfection. One of the key elements of good character design is that you should be able to recognize them by their silhouette. George Lucas is a well-designed character. George Lucas and Matt Sloan, Plo Koon, behind the scenes of Revenge of the Sith. Liam Neeson is still proud of The Phantom Menace. I know a lot of fans and critics didn't like it. I'm very proud of the film. I got to be a Jedi. I got to play with those wonderful lightsabers. It was terrific. This movie snacks. How did you not even read the script before taking the role? Who cares? I got to be a Jedi lol. Raise your hand if you know Anakin and Padme are ducking. Anakin, please lower your hand. Star Wars, The Acolyte. Sexist recess got our show cancelled because they can't handle the female lead and diverse cast. Fallout. Beerus, the only thing the Jedi Council believes in is violence. Anakin ignites second lightsaber peacefully. My wife and I will take the girl. She will be loved. I'll take the boy to his aunt and uncle. He will be tolerated. Tell Luke that Ahsoka exists. Tell Luke that Leia is his sister. Tell Luke that Vader is his dad. Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan. He was the best star pilot in the galaxy. Every single one of Anakin's ships. When you send Qui-Gon on simple negotiations, and he returned with a slave boy whom he won betting in pod races. Bulk stone to acquire Ancestry.com for $4.7 billion, giving investment firm total ownership of all DNA from every person who's ever used the service. Begun. The Clone War has. The way Plo's expression changed when Ahsoka said she wasn't coming back. You get the most badass Sith name ever. Everyone keeps calling you Count Dooku. I'm one of the very few Jedi who survived Order 66. Disney Star Wars. If you pause Clone Wars 2003, Volume 1, at exactly 38:21, it looks like the clones and droids set aside their differences and chilled at the beach together. I will not falsify an official report. Years earlier, they are totally obedient, taking any order without question. Unless you ask them to falsify an official report, of course. Rey and Padme, when they see a mentally unstable Mass Myrderer dressed in bulk. You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of Master. What? Turning around to make sure you locked your car for the third time. I'm not a youngling. I'm 14. I'm 10, but I'm tall for my age. choose a delivery option. Thursday, October 18th. $705.99. 2-day shipping. Friday, October 19th, Wednesday. Free standard shipping. Friday will do fine. If someone wore this to a date in a dark room with a fireplace, yet had no intention of doing anything physical, you'd slaughter billions too. Ahsoka after fighting Grievous. You should have seen him master. He is a huge clanker. So tall. Anakin finally meeting Grievous. General Grievous, you're shorter than I expected. Army or not, you must realize, you are doomed. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Star Wars fans. Star Wars fans. Star Wars, The Acolyte. Cancelled. Okay. Because we all need it. Here's what happens when a cat touches a plasma ball. Ahsoka, who's my new teacher? Yoda, imitators. Ahsoka, you mean this bearded man beside that 19-year-old boy? Yoda, no, 19 years old your teacher is. 14-year-old Ahsoka. Kamen owns when Jango Fett demands to be paid not in money but in children. Imperial 2 class vs Venator class Star Destroyer. Only has 72 shutty TIE fighters. Has no point defense. Relies on said shutty starfighters. Costs about 145,670,000 credits. Only one bridge. Can't even land to deploy troops. Needs shuttles. Is literally just a grey triangle. Carries hundreds of starfighters, all of which are better than the TIE. Covered with 56-point defense cannons. Only costs about 56 million credits. Has 2 bridges, separating ship and starfighter command. Can land on the surface of a planet to deploy troops and other shut. Slexia's duck design. Star Wars is too diverse and woke now. I wish it was like 25 years ago. Star Wars 25 years ago. So this is how Halloween ice. With trunk or treats. Darth Vader every time he found out the Inquisitors lost to a Paduan. People are blatantly stealing my work, AI artist complains. Do I have to say it? Oh, hello there, Cody. Long time no see. General Kenobi, I missed you. That's very sweet. I miss you too, buddy. No, back on you to pour. After Order 66 was CQ'd, and we took a shot at you. I missed you. Disney brought back Palpatine, and made him useless. Dave Filoni and George Lucas brought back Darth Maul, and made him one of the best characters in Star Wars. This mother duck is so powerful, he got banned from canon. Everybody talks about Obi-Wan aging between movies. Nobody talks about my man Kit. The Clone Wars changed him. Episode 2. Episode 3. So this is how the economy ice. With censored under Roll 5. When the Galactic Republic owes you a bunch of money, but then they change their name to the Galactic Empire, and claim those debts no longer stand. The Star Wars prequels are as old as the original trilogy was in the 2000s. Who are you? I don't know lol. Want a free baby? Sure, why not? If you need me, I'll be in the mountains doing space hobo stuff. You can't marry her, emotional attachment is forbidden. But Kiadi has 4 wives, how's that fair? Due to low Syrian birth rate, I was allowed. So you're telling me that the problem is too many human kids? Tatooine residents. They can't take Anakin, I need his free labor. Those dice were loaded, how did he win? I will never see my son again. Jedi. Did you just steal a kid? Yes. Anakin, help me, my lightning is in cooldown. I'd love to, Chancellor, but I must respect the 1v1. Anakin turning to the dark side, his problems. If actors could build a team from the characters they've played, whose team would be unstoppable? Friendly reminder that this is the last line in Revenge of the Sith. Oh, no. Ventress, I'm a Night Sister. Grievous, I killed a Night Sister. Ahsoka, I fought a Night Sister. Cal Kestis. Rebels is a kids show. Kids after watching Rebels. Toby, age 3, alcoholic. Alright, you will remember the plan. We'll all walk up wearing our stormtrooper masks. Peter, that's a clone trooper helmet. Ladies, come collect your red jots. I'm so depressed. Maybe I should get therapy. Or maybe you should get Star Wars. I sense a trap. I sense Count Dooku. Do you have an appointment? I know a spot. Get out. Therapy center. Disney shareholders reject proposal to sever ties with LGBTQ rights group at annual meeting. Visible happiness. Palpatine turning back into that friendly chancellor after killing savage and sadist thick ally texturing Maul. Agent Hotler, FBI. When your midichlorian count is high enough to get you abducted into the Jedi Order as a kid, but not high enough to pass the Padawan trial, so you have to spend the rest of your life mopping floors in the Jedi Temple. Me, sits down. My zip-up-oo-dee. One of my best friends was a Jedi. I'm pretty sure we were friends. Annie, my goodness, you've grown. Obi-Wan lent me this. Obi-Wan. Yoda. Obi-Wan. We should not kill clones. They fought battles with us. They are your friends. Ahsoka. Yoda. Hey, you awake? Yes, shut up. If Ki-Adi-Mundi didn't ask about the droid attack on the Wookiees, Yoda would have stayed on Coruscant and Anakin would have reported to him about Palpatine. And would have handled it better than Windu. Emperor Palpatine. Master Yoda, you survived? Yoda, surprised? Emperor Palpatine. I mean, I'm smiling, but I'm very ducking furious. When you are given the order to exterminate 10,000 magic samurai space warriors, it can't be that easy. It's that easy. Changes outfit, uses same name. Changes first name, keeps outfit, hood. Ahsoka probably described Grievous to Anakin as huge, which he was to her, so when Anakin finally meets Grievous, he truly is shorter than he expected. How I look in the mirror. How I look in photos. Clone troopers, we are pinned down. We need ammo and heavy artillery. Clone 99, what can I say except you're welcome. Elon Musk, I accidentally sent you $100,000. Can you send it back? It's a trick. Send no reply. Revenge of the Sith, but Padme is 8 months pregnant with twins and has no patience for Anakin's melodramatic having self. Hey UPS, your driver left this package under our doorknob like this and trapped us in our apartment. Had to call maintenance to get out. The UPS drivers, that will hold them. You're killing my tough guy personality. Who's a good kitty? Me. Parents, works hard to give kids a better life. Kids have better life. Parents, you kids have it so easy today. When I was your age. Kids, hold on. This whole operation was your idea. Master, I think this little guy is sick. He's burning up with a fever. Checks temperature with gloved, prosthetic hand. Meta removes AI character accounts after users criticize them as creepy and unnecessary. Ah, victory. Man creates his own dating app, bans all other men from joining. He's too dangerous to be left alive. I love beach troopers. Me too. My daughter went to the dentist today, and this is all I saw. I've watched the Rishi Moon episode of the Clone Wars so many times. How have I never seen the clone with this haircut until today? How? It's 2024 and Hayden Christensen is getting all the love he deserves, and Jake Lloyd is making significant progress with his mental health. Visible happiness. Commits genocide to maintain fear across the galaxy. Commits genocide because he's hungry. Commits genocide to save a Heat senator. Saving Anakin from certain death in his crashing starfighter. Realizing later, letting him die would have saved the Republic and Jedi Order. When your parents ask why you're beating the shit out of your little brother with a toy lightsaber. Jedi business. Go back to your drinks. Clones. The Jedi. Order 66. The Jedi. I love how every time a clone is presented with a lost child, their Mandalorian instincts kick in. Every time. when no one cares about your Disney Plus spin-off. Jedi, their apprentices. Sith, their apprentices. Darth Vader. According to Star Wars theory, we're okay with the gene side, but we cut the line at ripe. Maul, Sith. Quimmy, Sith. Anakin, Sith. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to being absolutely ripped. When your weird religious stepbrother you've never met blows into town one day with his slam piece, after being gone for a decade, proceeds to commit mass murder, find your stepmom dead, steal your droid, and disappear. Then a few years later, his old army buddy comes around trying to indoctrinate the nephew you've been forced to raise into the same cult. The paint job on Anakin's pod racer. The paint job on Anakin's Padawan. Friendly reminder that Dex was likely killed after Order 66 due to being a Jedi sympathizer. I need a T14 hyperdrive generator. Easy. I'll ask the Jonas. We are just coins, sir. We are meant to be expendable. True Jedi. 55%. Not to me. Why don't you try fighting like a man without your Jedi tricks? Instantly gets beaten up manually. When you cast your own son in the prequels and kill him off with Order 66. The Jedi Order's problem is Yoda. No being can wield that kind of power for centuries without becoming complacent at best or corrupt at worst. He has no idea that it's overtaken him. He no longer sees all the little cumulative evils that the Republic tolerates and fosters, from slavery to endless wars, and he never asks, why are we not acting to stop this? Live alongside corruption for too long, and you no longer notice the stench. The Jedi cannot help the sleeves of Tatooine, but they can help the sleeve masters. Dooku, Yoda's former Padawan, to Darth Sidious. Me listening to a Sith Lord and realizing he's making more sense than the Jedi Council. Obi-Wan to Count Dooku in the afterlife. You actually were telling the truth. I do that quite a lot, yet people are always surprised. Back in my day, none of the Jedi survived Order 66. Sure grandma, let's get you to bed. Anakin exists. Obi-Wan. When the Jedi Council asks what happened to Ponkrell. Facts. Mace beats Sidious fair and square, and would have succeeded in killing him, if not for Anakin's butt chase interfering. They're our friends. We can't kill them. Agreed. Friends, they were. But now, enemies, they are. Agreed. I'm glad we get to remain friends. Let's go kill some kids. Agreed. Never ask a woman her age, a man, his salary, Naboo why they always vote for a 14 girl to be their queen. When one of the most badass quotes in all of Star Wars was made by a Gungan. How does it feel to die, not die, sacrifice? Executive Directive 67. Directive 67. As a clone army empire, denounce the spiritualist fallen empire then destroy them. Unlocked on November 14, 2023, 10:52 PM. 0.1% of players of this achievement. Star Wars fans when a background clone ice. Star Wars fans when a rebel pilot ice. Yes, very sad. Anyway. We heard the 501st painted their helmets in honor of Commander Tano. It inspired us to do the same thing to show our respect, admiration, and loyalty to you, General. What do you think? Mace Windu. You finally apprehended the Sith Lord. He can now be arrested and stand trial. He shot ducking lightning from his hands. No way you're arresting him alive. Anakin, why? I need to save Padme. We have force healing, you dumb duck. Clone Wars writers, our series needs a badass bounty hunter, but Boba Fett is only 9 years old. What are we going to do? Now this looks like a job for me. When you're in some deep trouble and use an ability that is literally never seen or explained again. How cute. Mrs. Hart got herself a new vanity plate. From my point of view, that's Mr. Shard's car. When you're browsing eBay for Star Wars memorabilia and see someone selling the high ground from episode 3. People make fun of him saying Sith are our speciality and lose. but he is the only guy in 1000th of a year that not only fought a Sith Lord, but also killed him, which makes him a specialist. Jedi, I can bulk against any weapon you throw at me. Lasers, rockets, spears. Go ahead, try to hurt me. Mandalorians, maniacal laughter. Vader, Order 66 survivors. Disney. Obi-Wan, I think I have started overcoming my crippling depression. The first clone trooper he's seen in 10 years. When you realize that Savage Opress is voiced by the same guy that voices Mr. Krabs, I think Mr. Krabs is a Sith Lord. Imagine a conversation between these four. Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, me at 13. This shut downs. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, me at 32. This shut downs. Anakin and Ahsoka's age gap is the same as Anakin and Padme's. Since Force sensitivity is often passed on to offspring, the Jedi are limiting their ranks by forcing its knights to be celibate. He is a political idealist, not mid-era. Political idealist Dooku. How is anyone not on medication right now? Who is out here just raw dogging the decline of the Galactic Republic? 2,300. Don't have 2,300 any lower? Okay, if you pay today $2,000, I've got $1,000 and a baby crocodile. $1,000 and a baby crocodile will do fine. When you're watching The Phantom Menace in bed, and Maul ignites his double-sided lightsaber for the first time,